Hi guys, how are you doing? And welcome to today's pick a card reading, and it is a love reading pick a card. I hope you're doing great today. Welcome to anyone new, welcome back to anyone returning. My name's Kat. I hope you enjoyed today's reading. Remember, it's intuitive in general, so some of the messages may not resonate. Just take whatever does, leave what doesn't. Without further ado, let's get on and do the reading for today, and it is a love reading pick a card. Oh, just before I do though, if you want a reading with me, please check the description below. If you want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I do post nearly every day, pretty much every day on there. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and look at today's love reading. It's singles and couples, so it's just love reading advice, how to move forwards. Let's have a look. Hi, Group 1. Okay, so in love, how to move forwards for you this week. Let's have a look. We've got the Nine of Cups. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Sun and the Page of Cups. We've got reflect on your truth. Let's see if we can fit all that in. Yep. And take no offense. Okay, so in your love life, it's very important that you get you kind of start getting clear about what's fact and what's fiction. Take no offense. This oracle card basically means what other people do is not about you. It's about them. Don't be offended by other people's actions. They don't really realize what they're doing, or it's always about what they're doing and what their situation is. And also this tells us something about ourselves. So we tend to interpret based on our own situation, our own feelings, our own lens of perception. Okay. So in love, whether you're in a relationship or not, to overcome your barrier or whatever it is, so I'm not going to be specific, but in order to overcome whatever issue or barrier or that you have, or to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve, you have to sort fact from fiction. You have to notice where you are taking things personally that aren't the case. Where you are projecting your own fears and feelings onto other people, or maybe blaming other people for things that are to do with you. So they are all possibilities. You need to reflect on your truth. What is your truth? Who are you really? What do you want? What is your authentic self? It's really important not to play a game this week. Sort fact from fiction. Be honest. Be authentic. And really take whatever's happened in your life and in your love life in general recently to inform you about your life. Let it inform you and reflect on it and notice what is true for you, what isn't. Where do you want to move forwards? What do you want to move forwards to? What do you need to do? Pay attention to all of these things. The reality is that you can move on. You can move on from any difficulties or whatever, or you can overcome any problems, but you have to be objective. Okay, it's really important you're objective. There's a lot of emotion here because you've got a double cup energy here, so it's possible that you might get in a bit of a fantasy or in a bit of a dream, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not necessarily going to help you get clear about how to move forwards. There's a lot of joy, though, and a lot of possibility and positivity available to you, Nine of Cups. This is pleasure, getting a wish fulfilled, getting what you want. Notice where you're being called to, because there's a lot of pleasure, there's a lot of possibility around you. You've got the Sun as well. This is light, love, joy, new beginnings, new possibilities, happiness. So you've got everything available to you at the minute. The Knight of Swords here is asking you to take action. You're very focused on taking action. You want to move. You want to, you're a woman or a man on a mission at the moment. And that's all good. That's all good. But just be careful that you don't act too quickly and think later. You've got to be authentic this week. You've got to be honest. Like I said, with the Page of Cups, you've got an amazing opportunity in your love life to move forwards. Yes, you can achieve your dreams, but also, if you're not careful, you could fall into some sort of illusion or some sort of dreamland. Make sure that there's a level of objectivity to what you're doing. Make sure there's a level of sense to what you're doing. Make sure it's honest. And very, very importantly, if you take action by all means, but take it steadily. Take it steadily. and allow yourself to think carefully and steadily about each stage. There's a lot of joy for you. There's a lot of possibility, but it comes through being quite objective actually this week. So that's interesting. Loads of love, guys. I'll see you on the next reading or on a private reading. In the meantime, see you soon. Hi group 2, how you doing? I hope you're great today. So let's have a look at what's going on for you. We've got 2 Oracle and 4 Tarot. So your love reading, pick a card. So this is how to move forwards, okay? So whether you're single or in a relationship, it's like whatever obstacle it is or whatever you're trying to achieve, it's like, how are we going to get there? The Tower, Ace of Swords, 8 of Coins, the Chariot. This is good. This is very good. Make no judgments. Put others first. Okay, so for you to move to the next stage, there's been something has happened to you. It could be historical. With it being the first card, it could be the past, or it could be happening now. But something has happened that was shocking, was traumatic, was difficult. It's either happening now, it's already happening to you, you're aware of it, or it has happened in the past. There's some sort of shock, some sort of disaster. What I'm saying is, I don't want you to feel worried that it's coming this week. That's not what it's saying. It's saying it's already, it's happening, or it happened, okay? There's some sort of shock, some sort of fearful situation, disappointment, chaos, disruption, in your love life or around your love life or something connected. Okay, but the thing is that the Tower, it feels horrible, but it's actually a blessing in disguise, the Tower. Why? Because it removes illusion. It allows you to see the truth about a situation. It allows you to start and build on a firm foundation, okay? So what they're saying is that something in your love life in recent times or now feels horrendous. But they're saying, make no judgments. Don't be too quick to judge the situation, because actually it's giving you a chance to move forwards. It's giving you a chance to move forwards. It's giving you a chance to do something differently. The make no judgments basically is asking you to consider that you might make an incorrect judgment or judge too quickly. And the Tower can certainly feel like a disaster, but it's nearly always the universe saving your ass from doing something crazy or you know, getting you out of a situation, you know. So it never feels good because it's often shocking. One or two of you are saying, well, that's not really the case for me in love. This can be an inspired realization if you are very conscious and aware. So sometimes it doesn't have to come to the big tower, you know, the collapse. It can be that you realize what's going to happen and you do something about it first. So it could be that in recent times you could see where something was going love-wise and you jumped in and you did something about it. So this can be a massive breakthrough either. But there's some sort of big upheaval that caused you to realize some sort of truth with this Ace of Swords, okay? So what they're saying is this past or current dilemma, difficulty, whatever, is bringing truth. It's bringing clarity. It's bringing understanding. It's cutting away the past. It's giving you a new beginning. But it's not that easy. There are things that you have to do. You might still have a couple of battles to go through. Yes, with the 8 of Coins, to get the love life you want or to get through this difficulty that you're having, you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to spend some time with yourself, tuning the situation. This is working on yourself. Maybe you're finding it difficult to deal with certain things that are going on in your life. But actually, if you can just come through these few battles, you will get to the other side. It's a little bit of a fight at the minute. The Chariot is saying you've got to stay really focused and really determined. You may have to go about it in a way that you don't normally. You might have to overcome some external challenges. There may be people or situations in the way. But don't judge it, because it's actually helping you towards triumph. It's actually helping you to succeed. It's actually helping you to become a more personally and internally developed person as well. So it's teaching you, it's helping you. They're asking you to be of service. They're saying put others first. This is a little bit of an unusual card with the rest of the cards. So it's going to mean different things to different people. Possibilities are that if you're struggling with your current situation, do something for someone else. It's going to help you to get back into a kind of loving and high frequency vibe. It might mean you've got to put somebody else before yourself. It might mean that you have maybe been a little selfish. That's most of you, that's not true. If you have been selfish, you know it. And so I'm not telling you something you don't already know. And it's only for one or two of you. But they're saying that this putting others first is going to help you deal with this situation. So it might be one or two of you have gone through some sort of loss, but it's because you had to put somebody else first. And this is part of your love life situation. But whatever your circumstance, don't jump to the conclusion that it's bad. Don't jump to the conclusion that all is lost. No, the Chariot says you're going to triumph, but you're going to have to overcome some obstacles, on the way there. So I hope this makes sense. Loads of love. I'll see you on the next reading, on a private reading in the meantime. See you soon, guys. Hi, Group 3. How are you doing? So I've got a couple of Oracle for clarification. This is, and then 4 Fountain Tarot for your love reading. Pick a card. You've got Temperance, 5 of Coins, King of Swords, Ace of Wands. Go for your dreams and rebel. Okay, so for you guys, whether you're single or in a relationship, in order to overcome your barrier or to achieve what you want, this is what they're encouraging you to do. You've got to find balance, temperance. You may have to be a bit patient. You may have to wait. There may be a bit of a lull period. At the moment, maybe things aren't moving as quickly as you would like, or you can't achieve what you want at the minute. But it's not a bad time. It's not a terrible time. There's a quiet time. But it's very much required for you to come into balance. There's a suggestion that you feel alone. So you may be single, or you may be going through a time of isolation for whatever reason. The 5 of Coins, though, says that you are suffering a bit in this silence. You are suffering in this aloneness. You are suffering in this isolation. But this too shall pass. Don't fall into a lack mentality. That's the key. You've got to push against that a little. So don't let yourself get dragged into the negativity of the aloneness. It's a bit of a tricky time if you are feeling a bit isolated from your partner, or you're single, or you are in a strange situation. But allow the balance to come in. Be patient, because this King of Swords, which is likely to be your partner or your future partner, is on the horizon. The King of Swords is someone who, it could be an air sign. This is someone cerebral, intelligent, focused, determined. Everything that we might describe of an air sign doesn't have to be an air sign. If it isn't an air sign, it would be somebody who displays these qualities to some extent. So it's someone who has a clarity of vision, someone who is clear, someone who is quite eloquent, someone who is intellectual, clever, inspiring. They interest you on a sort of intellectual level, or something about them on an intellectual level or intelligence level jumps out to you. Yeah, this person inspires you. So what they're saying is, if you do have a challenge with the relationship and you're in a relationship with this King of Swords, remember what inspires you about them, and notice that a new start is coming. If you're single, what they're saying is, this is what's going to happen with this person. This person's going to be inspiring. They're going to give you ideas about future. They're going to give you ideas about moving forwards. They're going to give you ideas about having some sort of awakening, breaking free from the past. This person is going to allow you to go for your dreams. You're going to have the dream situation coming towards you. And the opportunity is around you right now. It might take a little while. Like I said, with the Temperance, it might be a bit, there may be a bit of a lull period, but I do see this around you. But in order to make the most of this, you can't get caught in this 5 of Coins energy. You've got to rebel. You've got to be a rebel. You've got to be yourself, be your true self. You won't connect with this person if you're not your true authentic self. You've got to be honest. You've got to be yourself. You've got to break with tradition. You know, you've got to break with traditions that don't suit you. Yeah? It's time for you. It's time for your dreams. It's time to come out of this lack mentality and move towards this King of Swords. This King of Swords is going to inspire you. They're going to get you on the right track. They're going to help you to remember who you are, what you are, and what you want to achieve. They're going to inspire you. So this is amazing. So this is a nice way to end the reading. Loads of love, guys. I'll see you on the next reading or on a private reading. In the meantime, see you soon.